understanding cPanel. I wanted to talk a bit about cPanel. Depending on what host you go with, you may or may not have cPanel. cPanel is probably the most common web interface. Your hosting account is going to have management software to help run your host. So think of it kind of like, if you have a Windows computer, Windows of course is your operating system. That's essentially what cPanel is. So I just wanted to take a few videos and share some things about cPanel with you on how to do some things. The hosts that I recommended that you use, just a couple that I threw out to you, they all use cPanel. So if you want things to be as easy as possible, go with them. Of course, if you don't have cPanel, you have something that's similar to cPanel, and you can still watch his videos and take something from it because, of course, they're going to be similar. Okay, here I am. I am logged into the cPanel of one of my hosting accounts. I just wanted to go through the most common things that I think that you should know. One of the really nice things about cPanel is that there are actual video tutorials. So even though I am a starting point for you, you can go through and view these as well, done by cPanel themselves, which is actually really cool. They didn't have to do that, and they did, so that's nice. Okay, so let's go ahead and start here. Email accounts. This is where we can set up the email accounts for the host. What this means is that for every host, every account that you can have email accounts underneath it. And when you sign up for your hosting account, you were given specifics, how many emails you can have per account. So make sure that you're aware of that. But let's say you can create your emails to be whatever you want. So it could be your name, and then you create your password, and bam, you have an account. And that's it. Once your accounts are on here, then you can go to webmail to check them, or you can set it up that you can grab them through Outlook Express, or your whatever mail program that you already use, you can take from that. Of course, if you have your own business, you want to have an email account that's on your site, of course, and that's how you do that right there. Spam Assassin, those are your spam settings for your mail accounts. You can also set up forwarders, meaning two different things. Actually, with this, it just means that you can go ahead and if somebody sends you mail to your account that you created, you can go ahead and have it forward somewhere else. You can even have it forward to an email account that is off the site. So that's also really cool. You can set autoresponders for your email too. If somebody writes to you, that you have something right back to them. Okay, let's move down here. File Manager. This is actually really important. If you ever wanted to upload files or pull files down from it, you can do it this way. We're going to talk in the next video about FTP, a way to upload things a lot easier. But let's just say, for this sake, you wanted to do it this way. Here we go. And it goes ahead and it shows you all the files, and from here you can download files, you can edit files, all different kinds of things. Kind of like similar to Windows File Manager. You can look at your disk space usage. You can also create FTP accounts. Logs. This is helpful stuff. You can take a look at the latest people that have been to your site. I like to use AW Stats because this is a really nice stats program. This is a domain that I really don't use, so there's not going to be many people that have came here. You can see I started it with good intentions but didn't really do anything with it. But you can go ahead and these stats break things down. You can see how people found your site, and how long they are on each page, and how many people came on what day. It's pretty cool stuff, and certainly important if you want to study how well your site is performing and where people came from, and of course why. You can also download your stats to analyze them in an external program. You can also password protect things. We can create subdomains, add-on domains, redirects. If your hosting account came with databases, here is the MySQL database, which is really important. And then we have software here. Oftentimes, even if you don't have Fantastico, which this account actually doesn't, even though I told you you need it, how about that? Here we can do things like set up a clock or a guest book. We can configure our own arrow pages. We can set up cron jobs. different things like that. And of course, contact support. So that's essentially cPanel and how it works. I would encourage you to get in there and get comfortable. In the next video, we're going to talk about once you have your website files, how do you get them onto your hosting account? And even though you can do that through File Manager, I'm going to suggest that you do it with an FTP program. It doesn't cost anything, and I will see you in that video. I'll see you there.